because less than 3% of you people read books. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. You're beginning to believe the illusions. This is mass madness, you maniac. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion.
Hey, you guys, welcome to Idiotbox Television, open conversation. We just messing around trying to get some stuff together to make 2024 look a lot brighter and sunshinier here at Idiotbox Television. I'm DJ Drumtastic.
Troy Everett. And we're just going to do a quick prompt to open conversation for today. We got some things that we're working on, trying to make sure that they all work out, but we're going to have some conversations. So if you're out there would like to join the conversation, go ahead and comment. So we're streaming on Twitch now. So all the Twitch people or Twitchers or tweakers or whatever you call you, welcome.
Tweakers.
Glad to it's a new platform for us. So glad to see you guys on here. Let's see. Trying to get everything situated.
I'm over here on YouTube, looking at YouTube just to see.
You're on the YouTube channel. Again,
we got anybody out there today?
Okay, so
a roll call, if there's anybody out there.
Yeah, quick roll call. Thanks for joining us. So what's out there on, again, we're streaming live on Twitch. That's another reason we went live today. We expanded the platforms. Instagram Live is not going right now. We've got to figure that out.
Oh, you didn't? That was not there?
Nope. It didn't go live. So we'll let me see if I can quickly edit that. Let's see. Instagram. So we get out there on Instagram real quick. And stream key. And yep, now we're on Instagram.
Oh, it's up there now?
Yep. So
what happened?
I don't know.
Let me see.
No, let's see. Yep, we're up there live on Instagram. Hi, everybody out there in Instagram land. Do you guys know why they call it Instagram?
You know what? I always wondered. Okay,
so the reason they say it is that every time you scroll, you get an instant gram of what do you call that when you
endorphins?
Yeah, there you go. Instant gram of endorphins. That's why you're on there all the time, going back and forth.
I don't see us on here. Maybe it's just what I'm doing.
Well, it's on there.
I believe
Instagram.
It usually would show who's live up top, but I don't see it.
No, that's all right.
Yes, all right. So anyway, you guys who could be out there for this quick jump on.
Yeah,
who
quick
are you going for tonight? Are you going for Michigan or Washington? I'm from Michigan. I do want Michigan to win, but I like to cause some controversy, so I'm going with Washington. Troy don't like that, y'all, but I'm going with Washington.
Okay, let's put some money on it.
$5?
$5 bet. We got $5 bet, ladies and gentlemen. I'm taking Michigan. He's taking Washington. Straight up, no points, no nothing.
Nope, straight up. Straight up. I just want to see an amazing game. That's all I want to see.
Yeah, I just think Michigan's gonna run all over them, man.
The running game.
The running game. They're just gonna shove it down their throat all night long. They're gonna have the ball all the time.
That's what I think about that.
Oh, so you don't believe they're gonna run on them?
Nope. When the game's over and Washington is up, this is what you're gonna hear.
No, I'm gonna hear cha-ching because you're gonna be owing me $5.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So you can hear them sound effects, right, Troy?
Yep, sound effects sound good.
All right, we got the sound effects back, y'all. So it's 2024. The only thing you're supposed to do in 2024 is go up. You shouldn't be doing the same thing you was doing last year.
Nope.
Put the liquors and then put the liquor down and the chronic joints and all that stuff, and go for it. Get to your dreams, your fantasies, whatever you want.
Yeah. Speaking of dreams, did anybody see Dreamer? Did you watch the Dave Chappelle special Dreamer?
No, I didn't.
Oh man, great. Again, flawless. Dude's funny as hell. But yeah, that's out on Netflix now. Y'all might want to check that out. We might have to discuss that on one of the shows.
What is it called?
Out there, it's called Dreamer. He said he's a powerful dreamer.
Okay.
And he made all of his dreams come true. At the age of 15, he was dreaming about what he was going to do, and he's living his dream. So yeah, everybody follow your dreams.
Yeah, follow your dreams.
Yeah, he said that Nas X's dream was to he said, Nas, what was up?
So I just commented in the StreamYard and it pulled up Facebook. What's the purple again? Purple is Twitch.
Twitch, yep.
YouTube. So all three of those at one time.
There we go. So that's working. So if you're on Twitch, you'll be able to see we'll be able to see your comments. You'll be able to comment back to us if you're out there watching. And it goes to all three platforms. Well, actually, we're streaming on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 platforms right now. That's what we'll be doing every Thursday and every time we go live. Or if it's a pre-recorded, we'll be on all three of those platforms. So make sure you check it out. In the description of this video, you'll see the link, so you're going to have to click that. Make sure you subscribe and check all that out. Now, Drummer, we were talking about one thing back, the Israel and Palestine plight, right? What's going on over there? And I was completely for the Palestinians, right? I was pro-Palestine.
I wanted you to explain that because I watched a little bit of that, but I got distracted. So go ahead.
Yeah, so it's a 6-minute video. So I'm going to play this 6-minute video. This guy is an ex-CIA agent, and he gives a really good reason why he's pro-Israel. Okay. So let me see if I can't bring that up real quick, and we'll play that video.
Israel. I am actually pro-Israel. But the reason I'm pro-Israel is not what I think people will understand. I am pro-Israel because I am very matter-of-factly pro-America. I am pro-United States. The country that I think should remain the dominant superpower in the world is the United States. To aid the United States in that objective, we must ensure the survival of Israel and the Israeli state. Practically speaking, not ideologically, not based on history and justice and everything else, what's happening to the Palestinian people is an atrocity. It's a terrible, sad thing that has forced them into a path of revolutionary terrorism, very similar to what we saw when the United States was rejecting the civil rights movement, when women weren't allowed to vote and they turned to violence. Like, we've seen this before. And it is a sad, tragic thing. What's happened to Palestine, what has happened to Palestine, what is yet to happen to Palestine. All of that being acknowledged. As an American who wants to see American primacy in the future, we have to stand up and support the Israeli state. Having a strategic, economic, and military partner like Israel sit next to our strategic and military partner that is Jordan in the Middle East gives us an incredible economic and military advantage over the entire globe that we cannot sacrifice. Ideology aside, if we want to protect American lives, we have to ensure the long-term longevity, support, and close relationships with the Israeli people and with the country of Israel. That is my official position. What I find is so sad is that there are so few pro-Israel voices that are giving any kind of validation to the Palestinian plight.
See, that's what's very important about his view. Okay, so he's pro-Israel based on, what it does for the American people here. Like he said, and I've talked about it a lot of time. The only reason we're over there is because we're able to occupy a space militarily in the middle of all of our enemies, right? So strategically, as if you're playing, chess, strategically, you've got, it's not, you got one of your rooks there ready to strike. So he goes on more about talking about the Palestinian plight. And what's very important here to me was, okay, yes, we're aligned with Israel, but but we need to address what's wrong with Palestine. And he goes on to say some more here.
So I want to be one of those voices that can say we must partner and support Israel. And the way that we partner and support them is by finding a way for them to protect and defend themselves without turning to this kind of destruction. Because as long as they turn down this path of destruction, they're isolating themselves from everyone else in the world. And that makes it so that we have a very hard time standing next to them as the beacon of freedom in the world. We have a hard time supporting Israel in the face of everybody else, including all the countries of the United Nations and NATO, who look at us and say, how can you stand by and let this happen? How can you support this? How can you fund this? How can you encourage this? Not to mention the corruption challenges that Israel has that's so closely aligned with the corruption challenges of our own past presidential, hopefuls and presidents that we're trying to work through ourselves between Netanyahu's corruption and Trump's corruption, right? It's a mess, and it's a sad mess. But the bottom line practical element here is that Israel encourages and expands national security objectives for the United States. That doesn't mean we should call Hamas terrorists just because we don't want to call them revolutionary terrorists, which is really more akin to what Malcolm X was, revolutionary terrorism, right? We don't want to go down that road because it's too nuanced for the American people. Instead, we're going to put big billboards up in major cities that say, Hamas is not just Israel's problem, right? Hamas is your problem too. So I say all that because my conclusion is the same as your conclusion. The world, the globe, needs to broker a two-state solution. And in order to incentivize that two-state solution, we need to rally and give the Palestinians that economic boost that the Israelis got post-World War II. Let's find a way to massively expedite their infrastructure, their technology, their ability to self-govern. Let's give them everything they need. If that means that they want to have close ties with the Arab world, that's exactly what the Arab world has wanted forever. That's why Saudi Arabia and Qatar and the UAE rushed to the aid of the Palestinians. So let's make that happen. And when we negotiate land, let's find a way to make sure that they're neighboring a Arab ally like Jordan or Egypt. Let's find a way to make that happen. Let's make it a world problem instead of saying it's their problem. Because every pair of brothers who has ever had an argument over business, they've needed an arbitrator to help them. They've needed the help of others to come to a meaningful way of resolving their conflict. I'm not trying to oversimplify it, but I am saying a strong Israel is in America's best interest. A strong, peaceful Middle East is in America's best interest. A strong Muslim world that counterbalances Iran is in America's best interest. So we need to find a way to let people know that this is a more complex issue than what they're hearing, and we're not afraid of the complexity. Let's lean into the complexity and let's solve it together. Because the more that America can influence peace around the world, the more that America is an influential power in the world. And when we don't step into our influence, we leave a vacuum that allows our largest adversaries, Russia, China, Iran, to step into that vacuum instead. And that's exactly what we're seeing in the global world right now. We're seeing not only are those countries stepping into the vacuum that we're leaving behind, but they're allying together. So much so that even Hollywood movies like Leave the World Behind is literally showing what would happen if North Korea and Iran worked together to cut off the United States. That's why there were elements of both languages in the movie itself, right? Spoiler alert. But my point is, if even modern media, if even Hollywood is showing this division from east to west, that goes to show how much it's real, because art reflects reality.
Yeah. So after 2 hour, I recommend anybody to go watch this video. They don't just talk about that. There's a lot of other things they talk about when it comes to communication, how we're inundated with all this communication. It's a really good interview. A lot of good jewels that are on there. I'm going and paste a post.
What he's saying and what I'm hearing is, why isn't the United States just stepping in and making sure both sides are good?
Right.
Try to get them to come to agreement so everybody can be good and we don't have a bunch of dead kids and people. Wow. Who is that guy? Where'd you find that?
Yeah, I've been following him for the past like 6 months. He's an ex-CIA operative. Is I gotta get his name. I don't want to butcher it. Andrew Bushtain, I believe his name is.
Okay.
I'll put that in the chat. But yeah, you guys Google him. He's got a lot of videos out there. Lots of information. Talks about espionage and communications, things he's learned in the CIA. Andrew Bestain. I guess that's how you say it. Butane. But yeah, if you check him out, man.
Bustamante looks like.
Bustamante. That might be it. Bustamante. Yeah, there we go. Yep. But yeah, if you check him out, man, and what he's talking about, especially that, and I posted the link in there on the YouTube link, and watch that whole video. It's a lot of good information, especially what's happening here with the divisiveness that's happening in our country. Go ahead and check that out. But yeah, I think he has a great solution. The problem is try to get that two-state solution. Agree to this two-state solution. Fund Palestine, so they can build their infrastructure, be just as equal with
right.
A strong Middle East is all the people really want.
Right. Actually, it's just that with shouldn't no country or no place be like, you shouldn't. That's terrible. You shouldn't be able to just go and bomb a place. You shouldn't be able to do that. Yeah. No way. Just because they're weaker, that just goes to show. It's just like bullies. They always pick on somebody who's weaker, but most of the time, the bully is the weakest one.
Yeah, well, there's a bully that we have created. You know what I mean? Now we can't rein that bully in. The bully's like, I'm gonna do what the hell I want to do. Even Biden was saying, "Hey, man, you need to find a solution to this quick. This is not good." And like you were saying, it's hard for us to stand with Israel when they're committing genocide.
Right.
So from that aspect of it, that's kind of what changed my stance. I guess I'm pro-Israel and pro-Palestine at the same time, if you could be that.
Well, one thing you are against is the killing of innocent people.
Oh yeah, I think we're all against that.
Exactly. So that's really just the bottom line. Oh shoot, that is just the bottom line. Mm-hmm. And you notice something? Like I said before, it was in the news, it was dominating, and now it just said, nothing about it.
Yeah, the news cycle has changed. You know, now it's focusing on focusing on Trump and all his crap he's going on. So that's why in that interview he talks about how he gets his information, right? So he gets his information from all sources. So again, he'll watch Fox News, MSNBC, CNN, NPR, and it's really interesting how he talks about getting the information, all this information, and weeding out what is not true and what is true. Again, if you got time, go ahead and watch that interview. That's a really good interview, man.
Yeah, that is. The little bit night and today it is.
Yeah.
Because nobody has taken that stand. Somebody's
No.
either on this side or that side.
Yeah, and a lot of people are on the side of both.
Right.
And can you be on the side of both Israel and Palestine? I think if you are for life, the preservation of life, yeah, you have to be on both sides.
Right, because there's people getting killed on both sides. For what?
Yeah.
Just to gain power?
And that's crazy.
Money and power. Doesn't make any sense. We haven't learned yet.
No.
Look, they don't learn until it hit home or it hit some of their people.
Right.
That's the only time they care. And then again, they don't care. You see what Trump said the other day about the Iowa shooting? That everybody just needs to get over it.
Wow.
How you
just
gonna
get over it?
That your kids who's supposed to go to school to be safe are being shot at?
That's ridiculous, man.
Metal detectors in schools, arenas, grocery stores. We need that. Because if you could just walk in the grocery store with a gun and just start shooting people, that doesn't make any sense.
No.
It just doesn't make any sense. But the people who make money off guns, make money off of what? Everything. You think about the ambulance, hospitals make money. Every time somebody get killed, there's all these different entities that make money that have to come through and clean it up and this, that, and the other.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a Second Amendment right, and I was talking to a good friend of mine, Bronco, who's going to be joining us here on Idiotbox Television, where the Second Amendment actually came from and why they passed the Second Amendment, and it was because of Haiti. Now, listen to this. This is
He's from Haiti, right?
No, he's from Jamaica.
Okay.
But Haiti was the first black country in the West. They gained its independence from France, fought France off, and there was a slave rebellion in Haiti, right? And after that slave rebellion, all the French were kicked out. So now it is a Haitian land. The Haitians own it. And some of the slave owners left Haiti to move to Louisiana, right? Because now slavery is illegal in Haiti, but it was still legal in the United States. So, just like with, many black folks, some's going to go with master.
Yep.
And so there was an influx of French people into Louisiana with Haitian slaves. This scared Americans. So that's why it was one of the reasons why it was so important to have the Second Amendment right to bear arms, because they were scared that the Haitians were going to come over here and do the same thing that they did in Haiti.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. History is a funny thing, man, because there's a lot of things and nuances in history that coincide with a lot of things that are going on today, and we don't even go back and look at, okay, why is this way?
Right. We just keep going forward and not paying attention to why we got here.
Right.
Or how we got here.
Yeah, if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it.
Well, if you don't know your history, they try to wipe it out of the schools and everything. So if you don't know, they're trying to make sure you don't find out.
Exactly, because they're like, hey, we're about to make the same mistakes we've done before.
Oh, yeah. If you watched our last episode, Project 2025, the more I read into it, the more we should be talking about it instead of what Cat Williams said and et cetera, because that means nothing.
Nothing.
It's just a man's
You're right. You're absolutely right. That Project 2025 is a scary thing.
It's scary as hell.
I'll have to do a recap on that 2025 and get some more information because we in our episode that we had last week Thursday, we just skimmed the top of what that actual document was about. So
it's a deep document.
Yeah,
It's deep. And for minorities, Project 2025 is to totally just wipe minorities out.
yeah.
We're going backwards, you guys.
And
So-
and you see,
Wait, let me finish this real quick.
Yeah.
And Project 2025 is only going to take place if there is a what president, Troy?
a Republican conservative president. So that could be Trump, or that could be Nikki Haley, or that could be Ron DeSantis. They're gonna present it. Yep, they're gonna present it to the president on day one. They're gonna execute 180 days of what is in this dossier, and it's not good. and they've already started some of these things, like getting rid of Roe versus Wade, right? So
Yep.
a woman doesn't have his right to choose. They got rid of affirmative action, right, for colleges. And the thing is, black people weren't the only people that, for affirmative action, were getting what do you call it, benefits from it. The Asian community, the Hispanic community, a lot of people were able to use that. Even Vivek Ramaswamy, he used affirmative action. Clarence Thomas, the guy who voted against it, also used affirmative action to get to where he is at. So now you're gonna pull out the ladder that you used for people coming behind you, a bunch of hypocrites.
A bunch of them.
Yeah, so it's already started, and a lot of stuff in play already. It'll
Right.
just get worse if they're able to execute this Project 2025.
Including what Trump did with the Supreme Court. That's part of it too. So Trump was putting it all into order. I think that's probably why they were so mad that he didn't win. Because if he would have won, a lot of that stuff would probably already be in place.
Yeah, we wouldn't have the first black Supreme Court woman on the court. We would have had another conservative person, and that would have really swayed this country into I say a bias and bullshit country. If that was the case, man, it'd be time to leave.
Yeah, it would be.
People say, you don't like it here, leave. They always say that, especially when you critique or say something bad about this country. Look, it's our countries too. We can say what the hell we want, but if they're not going to listen to our voices, and our children are in danger, and our children's children are in danger, hey, yeah, we could leave.
Yeah, we could leave.
But nah.
But we got the right to be here like anybody else.
Yeah, got the right to say what we want to say. If we want to fix it, we can fix it. Burn this bitch down, we'll burn this bitch down. Hey, we can go either way. What you want? Yeah. Definitely burn this bitch down.
Burn this bitch down. Burn it down. Now, we don't want to burn it down. We just won't. We got to get rid of the hate.
Yeah.
And the bull. You think about it. Okay. We vote for the president. Everybody's all gun-ho about the president, but this next vote, we got to really push the campaign on voting for governor and all that stuff, because those are the main, they're the main ones for each state, because each state can control what they want to do with whatever, the money, look, in Georgia, the governor came, he cheated. He wasn't even supposed to be running for governor because he was head of the election.
Right.
I'm trying to still figure out how that happened. He was, what was it? Secretary? What was he before then? I can't even remember what
I can't remember either.
But anyway, we all know out here in Georgia, he cheated. It's a known fact because he ran against a black woman.
Yes. Oh, that's Stacey Abrams, right?
Yes, Stacey Abrams. Stacey Abrams. But didn't nobody go to the extreme about the cheating like Dump did. They just said, okay, it happened, let it go. He didn't want to leave it alone. I'm trying to figure out why people are ignoring the fact of January 6th, and they want to vote for him so bad when he can just you know what? He's like the leader of a gang. He could just say
it's all it is.
Everybody go and do what he says.
People are voting for him or like him based on based on his personality, right? I mean, it's a good old boy networks. Yeah, it's a good old boy network. They like what he says, you know. They love the dog whistles, so they run to the dog whistles and they listen to listen to whatever garbage comes out of his mouth. Like it's like Americans are stupid. I'm gonna say it. Americans are fucking stupid. You guys are stupid. You are stupid. Read into the things of what he's done. I mean, and a lot of them, again, a lot of people that you follow, and you see the people that are interviewed that follow this guy, you guys are fucking dumb.
They are.
You guys are fucking dumb. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think Biden is the cure all to everything, right? I think he does a lot of stupid shit too. But you got Trump and you got Biden. Let's get some new blood in there. That's gonna move shit forward. But no, you guys want these two old fucks that can't even fucking walk down a flight of stairs. They
have the old values. We need somebody in their 40s, 50s,
right,
who can want to really change the country because, whoo, I mean, like you said, Biden. I was watching this live on TikTok last night, and a lot of people were like, a lot of women were like, I would never vote Republican ever again. And I've only voted Republican. I was like, whoa. And I just stayed and watched the live for a few minutes and was looking at the comments, and a lot of women, and these were YT women. They said, we not, ain't nobody going to tell us what we can do with our bodies.
No, yeah. I mean, that's the whole right he took away. You know what I mean? That's what they want to do. They want to go back to the good old days. Make America great again. That's his slogan. And again, you got Biden. Look, he's a senile old fuck. Then you got Trump. He shits himself. It's been documented that he actually shits himself. You know, when he was on, when he had the Apprentice, he would go on a rage and he would shit himself. Then they had this other guy, I forgot his name, but they called him wet wipes. Yeah, go look it up. No, I'm Diaper Don. That's why they call him Diaper Don. The dude used to shit himself, and still does.
Having on a diaper.
Yeah, it's Diaper Don because all the cocaine and the speed he does, it's like a laxative. He's lost all control of his bowel movements, so the dude shits himself. Look. There's no way that.
Go ahead. Huh? I was gonna say the funniest thing about him, he's supposed to be this billionaire, and he don't never wear no tailored suits. His suits is huge.
Yeah, because
his sleeves is way down here.
Yep, his sleeves are way down there, and you can see that the tail in the back, in the back kind of hides the diaper he has on. It's full of shit because he didn't shit himself because he's back there sniffing Adderall and doing cocaine. Man, and this is the guy you guys want for president. For real? And then what's really scary is he doesn't put people around him to help him. He's the smartest motherfucker in the world, right? So he puts a bunch of dummies around him that he can tell what to do. And if they don't do what he does, you saw his cabinet turned over like fucking McDonald's workers. And so
yes men and yes women in his camp.
That's it.
Do whatever he say.
And that's not a sign of a leader.
If ain't nobody been paying attention, if you pay attention when he's with his wife, whenever she does show up, if he tries to grab her hand, she snatches away. She don't even want to be bothered with him. So that should tell you what's really going on.
Of course.
Donald Dookie. Look, Donald Dookie Dump.
Yeah, Melania is like, oh, you fucking stink, man. Go change your fucking diaper. Did you shit yourself again, Donald? Donald, did you shit yourself again?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, Donald.
You stupid.
Hey, wet wipes. He's gonna call him. Hey, wet wipes.
Do we got a nurse that changed his diaper or something?
I don't know, man. But they said on the set of The Apprentice, they had this one dude. I forgot what his name was. There's two guys, the two producers said it. he would relieve himself in the middle of cussing people out. He'd have to take a break and they would leave. I forgot what the guy's name, but they nicknamed him Wet Wipes. Have to wipe his ass and send him back in there.
Man, the next time when the voting time comes up, we got to keep that clip of when he said, if I ever run for president, I'll run Republicans because they're dumb. They're stupid. They'll do whatever I tell them to do. I could kill somebody in the middle of the street or something like that, he said.
Get away with it.
And they voted for him.
Again, this goes back to democracy. Look, for one, I've always said it's not a true democracy. We're not in a democracy. This is a constitutional republic. So for all you people that are talking about democracy, it's a constitutional republic. And so at the center of it is the Constitution. That's what you protect. That's where the laws come from. That's what builds us up. But they're trying to dismantle all of that.
Yep. Protect the Constitution.
So, we went a little over our intended length, but we appreciate you guys coming on. Make sure you join us this Thursday, 8 p.m. We'll be talking about, what are we talking about?
Wait a minute.
Work ethic.
Oh, whatever happened to work ethic?
Yeah, whatever happened to work ethic? Everybody wants to stay at home and work from home. Don't want to put in work.
Entrepreneur and well, look, hey, it's a job. I call it just over broke because you only live in check for check. So I can understand that. In a little while, there's going to be robots in the stores. They're going to walk up to us. Can I help you?
They're already there. I know you worked for FedEx, but the new Amazon, they got robots that move the shit around now. Instead of having somebody on a high-low, you haven't seen that? They've got these little.
They walking around with the stuff in their arms or what?
No. They're like little. You ever seen those robotic vacuums? They look like that, but they're big square things, huge. They must got some kind of hydraulic pump. They go under the crate, pick it up, and take it to where it needs to go. So there's no longer in this particular place, there was no longer any high-low drivers. So it scans the bottom of the package, and the package, this is going here, and it moves it to the shipping lane that it needs to be. Man, it's all automated.
If you look at it, a warehouse job is usually what somebody out of high school goes for, 18, 19, 20, 21, because that's their start into the workforce. If you take that away, then what are they going to do? They're going to be robbing and stealing?
Yep. I got to get this money. I'm sorry, but I got to get it.
Well, you guys, we'll see you Thursday. I didn't mean to cut you off. I thought you was.
Oh, cool.
We'll see y'all Thursday. This is our little trial run here. So if you missed it, go back and watch it again. And we'll see you on Thursday for the, what was it again?
Whatever happened to work ethic?
You can tell
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Peace.
We're in a lot of trouble because less than 3% of you people read books. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. You're beginning to believe the illusions. This is mass madness, you maniacs. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion.